The national forests produce a lot of wood, about 25% of what we use each year. For most of us, that's no surprise. But what many don't realize is that it can take 8 years of planning just to get the logs on the logging truck. That seems like a long time, and it is. But the agency that oversees the national forests, the Forest Service, is a land management agency. And so the national forests are managed for more than just trees. Water, range, wildlife, minerals, cultural history, recreation. Everything a forest can mean to people is a part of its management. Logging and other timber management activities have to fit into this multiple-use strategy. That demands an interdisciplinary approach to planning, a team of resource specialists.
This area looks very steep.
The more complex the job, the more complex the team. Computer and remote sensing techniques help spot potential problems and inventory the resources on the ground. The technology is important, but it's still the people that get the job done. An environmental analysis is done for each timber sale. A ranger district of a national forest may be working on 5 to a dozen timber projects at the same time. With that, and all the other resource jobs a district has, it's not surprising a timber sale could take 8 years to plan.
Some of our logging requirements surprise people. Take snag trees, for example. You'd be amazed how much forest life centers around these old dead or dying trees. We often require snags be left standing. Even special precautions are taken not to damage them. Most of the hardwood forests around here were pretty heavily logged in the early 1900s. The best trees were cut, and the rest were left without much thought to anything else. By the time the Forest Service acquired the land in the 30s and 40s, the forests were in pretty bad shape. But with a little work, they've come back, and today we're providing some good timber for harvest.
The slopes are steep here. The soil, well, it's unstable. The mountains, well, they just kind of naturally wash into the creek.
We don't want to make the problems any worse. So to keep the soil disturbance to a minimum, almost all of our timber sales require that loggers use some kind of cable system to move the logs. If the problem is really bad, helicopters or even balloons will be used to get the logs from where they're cut to the yarding area.
If we weren't as careful as we are, we'd be putting a lot of soil in these creeks. We'd be logging in spite of the land instead of working with it.
When it comes to timber, the Forest Service's man on the ground is the Timber Sale Administrator.
The one timber management activity that everybody assumes the Forest Service does, logging, is actually about the only one that we do not do. Part of our job is to cruise the timber to estimate quality and quantity. We use that to set a dollar value for the timber sale.
18 inches,
We'll lay out the boundaries of the sale,
302 degrees.
design the logging roads needed, and, if necessary, mark the trees to be cut. Then, the timber is put up for sale, either by auction or sealed bid. The highest bidder gets the contract. The timber is sold as it stands. It's my job to make sure the timber is harvested on schedule and to see that other contract provisions are met.
Timber on the national forests is managed on a sustained yield basis. The aim is to harvest a crop year after year, indefinitely. That means only so much can be cut each year. It also means put back what you take. The Forest Service plants about 300,000 acres of new forests a year, renewing the timber harvested for wood or destroyed by fires, insects, and disease. Like any crop, trees need to be thinned. The principle is the same, but the thinnings are done years, even decades apart. Few of us will live to see the benefits of thinning and other timber treatments done today. But if you're around 30 and have children, your great-grandchildren will. In short, in terms of timber management, the future is often now. Some people seem to know a lot about the future. We're going to be constantly short of this, running out of that, and into everyone else. But as far as timber is concerned, the outlook is anything but bleak. The fact is, there are about 50 million acres of commercial, renewable forest land in the United States. Even today, in what some see as an age of limits, our timber resource is an incredibly rich one. Still, the United States uses more wood per person than any other nation in the world. Meeting that kind of demand, both now and in the future, will take a little foresight, careful planning, and a lot of work. The key words are investment and care. Investment in planning and in reforestation, and care in harvesting today's crop. Given these, we will always be able to tap the rich veins of green gold running through the national forests.